Ho, ho, ho! Hey, crafters! Good to see y'all tonight. Welcome. My name is Tom Creek. My wife Julie and I, here she is. There's Julie. Say hi, Julie. Are here to wish you all a happy and a Merry Christmas. Hope you all are doing okay, surviving this COVID thing. Glad to have you tonight. We are with Creekbank Creations. We're a small paper crafting company in Perrysville, Indiana, the land of tall corn and not much more. We have our own line of dies, rubber stamps, paper line, adhesives, tools, and accessories. And you can find us at www.creekbankcreations.com. Tonight, oh man, are we going to have fun? We are going to be using the freestanding tunnel card die. We're going to be using the Into the Woods die and some of our new Silver Stars confetti. Log on and tell us where you're from, say hi, and all that good stuff. This is the card we're going to be doing tonight. The freestanding tunnel. I'll show you flat, and there it is, dimensional. Can you see that? Isn't that cool? Check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, hey, we have got specials. If you use the code MERRY, MERRY, as in Merry Christmas, except for you don't have to write the other half of it out, just Merry. You'll get 15% off, and all orders over $50 after discounts shipped for free. Now then, we also have several bundle specials that we've had from past shows. Just go to our website, type in bundle specials under the search engines, and search engine, and they'll come up. Some interesting information I need to pass along. If you're ordering for Christmas gifts, at this point, I don't care whether it's for me or anybody else, and it's going through the U.S. Postal System priority mail, don't bank on it being there by Christmas, because I tell you what, the U.S. Postal Service is in a dismal state right now.
I haven't ordered your Christmas gift yet.
Probably not going to get it, honey, until after Christmas. I have shipped orders. In fact, there is a plethora of orders I shipped on the 30th. Some of you know who you're talking about. A plethora. Yes.
Is that the word for the day?
Yes, the word of the day that I shipped on the 30th. Not only did I ship them, but the post office department didn't check them in because, anyway. I was going to use another comment for them, but I'm going to bite my tongue because some of you customers may be working for the post office department, and I don't want to upset you. And it's not your fault, but I don't know whose fault it is. But anyway. There is, Indiana is at the highest level of COVID cases of any place in the country right now. Plus, there's all kinds of holiday packages backed up, and they're less than half staffed at one of the crucial distribution centers, one in particularly that my mail goes to, which is in Lafayette, Indiana. My postmaster has told me that there are literally containers full of priority mail packages that have not been processed because they simply don't have the people to process them. So I apologize to you for your orders coming late because I'm very prompt about shipping. You like my hat, Marcy? Thank you. That's, little holiday cheer there. I apologize to you because I do my darndest to get your orders out in a timely manner. Usually shipping the same day, one day at the latest. If you order on a Friday, it may not go out until Monday, but at any rate, I get them out. I don't set on them, and I have given them to the post office department, and I just want you to be aware I'm doing everything I can on my end to push your orders through, but I don't want you to be disappointed if you're ordering for Christmas. I want your business, but at the same time, I don't want you to be upset if it doesn't arrive to you by Christmas time, and that's probably anywhere you order in the country at this point with the U.S. Postal Service. So, with that, I got some great trivia questions tonight. I've got some more. Huh?
Did you go over the products, or am I doing that?
I went over yes, I did. Okay. I told them we were going to be using these tonight.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And
do you want to do the little thing, or do I get to do
the whole thing?
The little thing.
The whole thing. We have got, somebody didn't turn down the volume.
Oh,
I was told to turn the volume down on that
And
laptop.
you didn't do
I
it.
didn't. Well, you're on my laptop?
Yes.
Excuse me. Okay. All right. We've got about 12 to 13 brand new dies coming out for the spring. I'm going to give you a little hint on one right here. This is the brand new, can you see that? Valentine Gnome Die. And this is, how many pieces did you say was in here? 9?
I think was it 12?
12? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a 12-piece die for only $11.99. And Julie just put it on the website. So if you want a, didn't you put it on the website?
$10.99.
Oh, no, it's $11.99. I saw it up there. Is it? It's on that paper up there.
Well, it's $10.99.
It's either $10.99 or $11.99. We'll confirm that price. It's on that paper right over there, honey. Anyway, if you get on the website, we did a early introduction of it, so you'll be the first to get it. So just wanted to,
$10.99.
excuse me, it's only $10.99. It's not $11.99.
It gets cheaper every
It's
minute.
cheaper as we talk, okay? So anyway, I just wanted to give you a sneak preview of that. Lots more stuff coming. We've got some brand new slim card dies coming that we're ready to introduce to. So with that, Mrs. Creek, are you ready to go?
Did you want to give more sneaky peekies?
Sneaky peekies?
Yeah, you could do some more.
Okay, all right, we're going to give some more sneaky peekies, as Mrs. Creek calls them. This is our brand new slim antique decal.
It's
Say
not on the
decal.
web.
When you say decal, you must stick your finger out because that's a, what does decal actually mean, Mrs. Creek?
It's that little, like, it looks like torn paper.
Looks like decal is a fancy way of saying looks like torn paper, darling.
These are not on the web.
These aren't on the website. And that is a new one. Oh, and this
That fits our stitched rectangles.
fits our fits our
Easy for you to say.
fits our stitched rectangle slim card. Another new slim card is the slim postage edge die. Hold on to your hat for that one. Check that out. Is that a two-piece? Yes, that's a
It's
two-piece die.
Yes, and you can turn that into a shaker card.
And you can turn it into a shaker card. That's right. It's called the Slim Postage Edge die. Another new slim card is the new Slim Square Window Panel. Here it is. So that is a preview. These are not on the website yet, but they're coming soon. So just wanted to give you, ladies and gentlemen, a preview of things to come. So next week is our last event for the year. And then we'll be starting back up again in January. So next Tuesday is our last event for the year. So we're going to have some good times here between then. And I'm giving away again 2 Falala 3D embossing folders from Sussex tonight. So I've got some great trivia questions for you. So with that, Mrs. Creek, are you ready?
Yeah, your internet over here is working horrible.
Okay, I'll work on that.
Greetings, crafters! So happy well, I can't see you, but I'm happy to be with you tonight. So we are going to work with the freestanding tunnel card. Before we get started, I have a question for you. How many people have their Christmas tree up? Can you say yes or no? Hello, Janice. Yes, Sarah, that 3-panel windows, we're going to be able to do a lot of great creative things. Lots of people, everyone's yes on the tree. Do we have any no's? There's a no. So Tom has this hang up
Hang up. Hang up?
about the Christmas tree thing. And he
A
insists,
live tree.
he insists that we have to have a live tree. But the problem is that Tom doesn't like to pay for the live tree.
Oh, come on. I do too.
So we went out.
Hold on. I've not had any problem paying for a
This
live tree
crafting session includes marriage counseling.
ever. Now, when is the last time I bellyached about paying for a tree?
The year before last.
Okay, but maybe just a little bit.
Thank you. Okay, so we found a local tree farm that we had never been to, as in Christmas tree farm. And we wanted to support this local farmer. So we went up to, was it Williamsport?
Yeah, Williamsport.
We went up to Williamsport
Out
to
of
the
country, anyway.
Dreamland
The Dreamland
tree
Tree
farm.
Farm. That's right.
and looked at the trees. And they had,
And
how
it was
many
very
acres?
good.
Yeah,
Well,
it
they
was
must have had-
rolling. It's kind of like Pennsylvania,
They must have had 20 acres of
rolling
trees.
hills.
And they were rolling. And because we were down low, you're telling about how they...
I was telling the story,
Okay,
but
okay, excuse me.
since
Go
Tom's
ahead,
here.
Mrs. Creek. You're doing a fine job. Just want to make sure you covered all the details.
Yeah, rolling hills. And this is how it works with Tom whenever you go anywhere. He looks over the 20 acres and he goes, oh, that went over there. So we walk all the way over there. And mind you, for some reason, there were giant holes in the ground. everywhere. Like, I don't know if they tore stumps out, but they weren't very big holes, like, you know, just big enough for your foot to go into. So I stepped in a multitude of holes. What was the temperature?
48.
Did I mention that I'm in favor of artificial trees? What was the temperature?
38, 40.
Yeah,
It's all right,
38.
not too bad.
And so when we got to the far corner of the tree lot, Tom said, "Oh, no, look over there on the hill. They're bigger over there." Because these trees were, what do you think they were? 4.5 feet?
No, they were
Five.
like 5.5, 6
They
feet
were
tall.
nice trees. They just weren't very big. So I look. I'm like, yeah, I think you're right. So we tramps all the way, literally diagonal across all the way up. I stepped in 2 holes on the way over. We get over
You
there.
didn't twist your ankle though.
I did not, because I was being careful.
And I gotta compliment you because you didn't complain.
I didn't
one
complain.
time about
Not
how cold
one
you were.
time. Not one
And
time.
Usually you whine the whole time.
Yes, I didn't whine. No whining. I'm having a good attitude. So when we got up to the top of the hill, those trees were smaller than the ones at the bottom of the hill. And
But because they were on the top of the hill, they looked like they
yeah,
were
so
bigger.
we look back all the way across the 20 acres, and the big trees are back in the corner where we came from. So we hike all the way back across the 20 acres to the very, very back corner. And then when we got there, I was like, okay, it's time now to admit that none of these trees are going to work. Tom has the saw, you know, he's going to cut the tree down. But Tom is not ready to give up. So Tom starts doing this. Look, that tree. Okay, we can laugh about it now.
You did get some exercise that day.
That
You
tree
had-
over
you
there.
had more
So
exercise
we
on
walk,
Sunday than
we
you've
walk
had in
over
the
there,
last 3
and it's
months.
like, okay, yeah, except for there's a big dead spot in the middle of it. And then he's like, "Oh, that tree over there." So after what? You think 4 trees that we did this
Actually, it's about 8, I think. Yeah.
thing? I said, "I'm done." And they had up front, they had
Pre-cut.
pre-cut trees that they brought
from
in
another
from a
farm.
tree farm.
Another.
That were larger. They still weren't very large, but we got a tree. How many feet is it?
It
It's
was
not
7
very
foot.
big.
It was 7 foot.
7 foot. It's not very big, and it's probably only what, 3 feet wide?
Mm-hmm.
3 feet wide, maybe. And I said if he would allow me to put the tree in his office, that I would agree to a smaller tree. So the good thing about all of this is that if we put the tree in his office sits next to the living room, and it has those, you know what these are? Glass doors. And so we can close the doors and keep the grandchildren out of the tree. So that ended up working out very, very well. So what I have right now is a tree with nothing on it, but I do have a tree. So technically I'm in the yes category. I do have a tree. I literally have had not 1 minute to
But
put
it's up. It's up.
the decorations on it.
And
Maybe
it smells really good.
maybe tonight after we get home. Yeah,
You-
Tom loves like trees. Like y'all, do they know you're addicted to trees?
I'm a tree guy.
Tom's a tree guy. Big time.
I like.
So,
I'll
he's
take
like-
it, trees.
Like
I'm always planting
he's
trees.
into like bark and
planting trees.
all that stuff. Anyway, he's addicted to trees. We have like, what do you have? 30 acres of trees?
Yeah.
And he's on the phone the other day, and I hear him in this in-depth conversation with my son, and they're talking about buying trees. I'm like, no more trees. So I hope that you're creating some happy memories to break up the monotony of this whole thing that we're all enduring called 2020. And I have been focusing on Psalm 91, which the Lord spoke to me in March. And I've had to go back and refocus on that. And for those of you who don't remember, Psalm 91 says, "He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He's my refuge and my strength,
And my fortress.
my fortress in times of trouble." So all of the promises in Psalm 91, and it is a very long chapter, are all dependent upon the first part of Psalm 91. He who dwells.
In the secret place.
Oh, in the secret place. So all we have to do is dwell, and that is the tough thing. So I encourage you to find joy in something, hot cocoa, something, music, Christmas music, find some joy. It's good. And, I'll have to tell you, I was annoyed at the journey over the 20 acres. But I did not say anything because I was choosing joy. And it all worked out great, didn't it?
It did.
It did.
It did.
And I'm glad I didn't complain and whine.
You know what? Not half as much as I was.
Okay. Awesome. So we're working on the freestanding tunnel card. We have used the freestanding tunnel card a lot this year. I've shot quite a few video with it. So this is the base card is not new to us. We're just going to do a little trick with the panel. So if you're interested in seeing more projects with the freestanding tunnel card, you could look through the YouTube videos that we have. There's several posted. Excuse me. And I do have a Pinterest page full of really creative ideas. This happens to be one of my favorites of all time. So the great thing about the freestanding tunnel card is that it is dimensional and it does fold flat for mailing. Now it buckles a little bit. Do you see this? But when you flatten it all down and put it in a envelope, it mails really well. So Loretta has a 4-foot one at a table to prevent the Yeah, I considered getting a shorter tree and putting it up on the table to keep our grand twins out of it, but having the short tree and being able to shut the doors was a good option. So I only have a few decorations up right now, but I'm trying. Lots of stuff going on. I know people think that when we're not on the road that we're not busy. Not true. So we have yesterday all the new stuff arrived.
What?
New
Yes.
products arrived yesterday, and so we're trying to process that and get going that way. And I'm designing things for spring. So if you have something that you're like, I really would like to have, email me, creekbc@gmail.com.
This is, boy, you got the camera up.
Okay.
I wanna show
While
you
I
this.
have the camera up, I'm
Okay.
about to go down.
All right. I'm just going to give you crafters a hint, okay, about one of the trivia questions tonight. I want to show you this. Can you see that? Wow. This is wonderful. You know what that is? Do you know what that is?
It smells.
It's fantastic. That's right, crafters. That's deer jerky.
What is that? Has it got
That's
seeds on it?
That's a secret ingredient. I'm not going to tell you. That's part of the trivia question tonight. I just wanted you to keep in mind.
You
when
know,
I asked
that
you
looks about as appetizing as that green thing you eat for breakfast.
Oh, come on. My smoothie? Y'all, she's making fun of my kale now.
It really does smell.
All right, we're going.
Thank you.
Oh, it doesn't either.
Oh my gosh. It really does
All right,
smell.
keep that in mind because that's part of the trivia question.
Janice, this card fits in a regular envelope with like an A2 card. So an A2 envelope. Yeah, that she put the tree in the playpen. Yes, my son and his wife put the gate up, and I don't have a gate, and I didn't want to buy a gate. So, all right, I am going to turn the camera down. So hang on. Judy, did you see what Judy?
Yes, Judy,
Yes.
thank you for returning that. I appreciate it.
Playpen is a great idea. I'd like to put Tom in a playpen. Do they make those? Do they make those for adults?
You have to put the lock on it, baby.
Oh.
Did you want some of this jerky?
No, baby.
This is good.
Just, I wouldn't want to take away from your awesome experience that you're having. Okay. I have a huge lag. How's your lag over there? I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Then I will hit refresh.
Okay.
Refresh.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I have a huge lag here. I'm going to try to get it better for you. Oh my. I'm not doing very good here. My angle's off. You can go ahead and do the Christmas caroling now, Tom.
Okay.
And now for your listening
I
enjoyment.
had a song on my mind.
Okay.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Okay. Okay. Getting
Do you
better. Right there.
sell the
Stop,
recipe?
stop. Wait till you hear the recipe. The recipe is part of the recipe for the trivia
Doris,
question.
if you make that, your grandchildren will never come and visit you again.
Doris, I will give you the recipe. This is wonderful, and we're going to talk about it tonight.
One thing about it, when you come to Creek Bank Creations, you learn how to make card and
Garden,
make deer jerky. Okay, so what we're looking at is the freestanding tunnel card. And when you purchase this die,
Okay. Slide it. There you go. You're good. You're good.
okay,
Wonderful.
you are going to find 4 basic rectangles in the set, and the banner dies are included in there as well. So when you look at the banner that I have on this card, that is included in the die set. Now, this particular sentiment that we're using tonight, which I pre-stamped, is called Oval Stand-Up Sentiments. And it's got several different sentiments on it. Tom, can you hand that to me right there?
What's that?
The Oval Stand-Up Sentiments. So it's a great sentiment set because it has
Happy birthday!
Happy Birthday, Happy Anniversary, Merry Christmas. It's got a little bit of everything on it. Okay, so that's what I use for stamping. Now, when you open this, you're going to find that these pieces are not connected. These inside pieces are not connected to the outside pieces. So I'm going to teach you how to set it up. And the reason they are made this way, I did this intentionally so that when we want to, we can change out the rectangle and we can put a different shape in. So rumor has it that the oval drop-in has arrived at Creek Bank Creations, but I haven't had a chance to.
You want me to get out, Chuck?
No, because I haven't had I need to make sure it's okay. So what's great is you'll be able to buy the oval drop-in and drop it into your existing set. So when you open your die package, if you bought a die package after August, what you'll find is you have this setup sheet in your die package. Okay? If you open up this die package, like you own this and you open it up and this printout sheet is not in the die package, you can go to the website and find it on the website in the download section and download it for free. It is your setup sheet. What's exciting is the oval has the setup sheet inside it already, so you don't even have to worry about it. So this is our print off. We're going to print it out. We're going to take a piece of acetate, and you can use overhead projector film. You can use product packaging. I prefer to use our medium weight acetate. Acetate on top. You're going to take your die, and I'm going to show you how I did mine. Let me take mine apart. So here's my die, nothing attached, and we're going to put super tacky tape on the back. And I run it down here, and one on the end. And we're going to use this as our setup sheet. Now, the great thing about this is we can trade it out and trade out that center shape. We're doing rectangles tonight. Okay. I have my tape liner off the back. I'm going to take it, flip it over, and we're going to line it up using that setup sheet as our guide. We're good to go. And you're going to do this with both of your shapes. I'm going to trim this off. Now, if you didn't want to cover, like this acetate is covering the whole entire back. If you had a shorter piece of acetate, like product packaging, and it was only this long, that would be okay. It doesn't have to cover the whole entire back. So we're going to set that there. Now, what I like to do with that inside piece, this is going into the center right there, is take my tape, put it on the back, and the tape is a little bit wider than the die, so I just roll it into the die, and I'll show you how I do that. This is going to give us that tunnel window that we need to decorate. Push that in. And do you see how I'm just pushing that, rolling that tape right into the die? Fold it over. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my setup sheet, and I'm going to set my die right on top. And now I have my rectangle lined up perfectly, and this will cut the base of my card. So I'm going to cut this on my dark blue cardstock, and then I'm going to cut the interior piece on white for this project. And I've already die cut those for tonight. Okay, so that is the basics on how to set up the whole entire project. Now, if you got the, if you bought the instructions, then we do have that you can just buy the PDF download of the instructions. And I'm missing the instructions. I am missing the instructions, so I don't have a problem making the card. I can totally wing it, but I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to do it as the same as the instructions. So, do we have the instructions somewhere?
Are they in a package? I can open a package.
Do you have the printed out instructions anywhere?
Are they in the die package?
No, they're in the all is calm instructions. Sorry, guys. I had it at home, and I'm not sure what happened between here and there. I mean, I can make the card without the instructions, but... Okay, I'm going to make it without the instructions, so my instructions are not going to match the official instructions, so bear with me. So we're going to fold this on the fold lines. Okay? And I like to take a pencil and mark the interior fold line right here, top and bottom. I have such a lag, I can't even see if my thing is on camera. Are you guys getting the feed okay?
Yes.
Well, Judy, we're definitely doing that. So, okay, I'm going to mark the top and bottom on the interior. And we're going to take, and we're going to decorate the background first. I know Diane helped me write the instructions. So, what we're going to do is cut a panel. And this panel measures 3.5 by 5.25. And we're going to set that in right in the back of our card. So I have my super tacky tape on one side, and I'm going to put my 1/4 inch tape on the other. So this piece of cardstock that I'm using is the same navy cardstock, but I've put my super tacky tape on it. So to do this, you want to take your tape and unroll it. Set your cardstock in it and trim it out. And now I have the tape side. This will be the tape side. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to remove the tape liner. And I'm going to set that right in my card. Tom, I'm going to need those silver 4-point stars that you had and the pixie dust, which I think is up on the counter up there. So what we're going to do is create this background, and we're going to use our super tacky tape in order to do this. So I'm going to lay a piece of paper right behind it to catch all of the
Do you need a puffer?
pretty stuff. No, there should be a container up there of pixie dust. I'm going to pull off my tape liner. And I'm going to take these are the silver 4-point stars, and we're just going to drop them on there. And then take your finger and rub those back down into the project. And I like to cover the whole, the whole thing. Super sticky because that's the super tacky tape. And honestly, I just dump the whole thing on there. This is just beautiful when you get it all done. Take your hand and just rub it in. Now, you have to be kind of careful when you do this because those little 4-point stars are a little pokey, and they will poke you. Rub them all in. There you go. Then take and you want to clean off your edges and get clean edges. Now, you could do this before you adhered it. Either way works. So rub it off, get all those extra stars off. And I will tell you, this makes a mess, but it is worth the mess. Beautiful. Okay. This is one of those projects that you do not want to do with the grandchildren. Unless they're significantly older. Get it all cleaned up. Awesome. And now we have that beautiful panel background for our deer in our woods. We're going to take our excess and dump that back in the container. And then we will cover that whole background with our pixie dust. So our pixie dust is a microfine pixie dust. So if you have microfine, super fine glitter, that'll work. We're going to put that on top, and we're just going to, you could puff this with the pixie puffer. This is I just opened that whole container of pixie dust. We're just going to drop it on there. And then take your hand and just rub it in. And you can see it doesn't take a whole lot. We need a little bit more. And this will create that beautiful background for us. Now, I do have some stars coming off. That's okay. Rub them in. Rub everything in really good. And burnish it down. And now we have that beautiful background. Okay, and I'm going to tap that off in the trash can. So keep your trash can handy so you can tap that off. And I'm just brushing off the extra. And let's get rid of our, there we go. Now we have that beautiful panel. Put our lid on our pixie dust so we don't, anybody else hit the container of glitter and throw it all over your craft room? That surely has, am I the only one that's done that? Okay, awesome. Now we're going to take our 1.5-inch craft punch and cut a piece of foil cardstock. That's going to be our moon back there in the background. And I do have my super tacky tape on the back. So I'm going to peel that off and stick it on. And that's going to be that beautiful moon right back there in the background. And that's created our beautiful background for us. Now, we need to add, the great thing about the freestanding tunnel card is that it gives us many places to add decor. I cut my finger on the paper. I have a paper cut on the end of my finger.
Just now?
Yes, I'm going to have to sue the company for hazard pay. So we have those deer in the front. So we're going to adhere those in this front panel right here. And I want to show you how I do this. I'm going to take a piece of tape and I'm going to run a piece of tape across here. And then I'm going to set the deer in the tape so I can choose where I want to put them. And I do think it's helpful if you really want to add a little bit of stability to these. If you cut two of them and layer them together so they're a little bit stronger, that helps. Okay, did I get that right? Yep, I got it right. And we're going to take our other guy and we're going to set him in right in there. Okay, so if I wanted to layer those so that they are stronger, I would cut one with super tacky tape and layer the two pieces in, just make them a little bit stronger. Now I have my deer stuck in my tape there. So what I do is take a piece of your scrap paper and cut a strip just a little bit wider than 1/4 of an inch and put it right on top of that tape. And that will keep that tape from sticking in your whole entire card. So I just think that's a great way to adhere those pieces in without using a wet glue and give you an awesome look. Yes.
Kathy R. asks, what brand of pixie dust do you use?
This is our pixie dust from Creek Bank Creations. We have our own brand. This is what it looks like. 1/2 ounce, and you saw when I opened it, it was full all the way to the top. So works great for making your own glitter paper.
Also works great in the pixie puffer.
Works great in the pixie puffer, and we have YouTube video on that if you haven't seen us do that. So this is the interior piece that we cut, and I set this die up exactly like I did the first die with the rectangle in the center, and it cuts out that window exactly where we need it. So we're gonna take this and fold. You've got 2 folds on it, and we are going to run tape. Okay, I'm cooking along here. Do you have a question?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Okay. First one is going back to my deer jerky crafters. Okay. Besides deer meat.
Hold on, come over here so they all can hear you.
Okay. Besides deer meat crafters, what are the 2 main ingredients in my marinade for my fantastic deer jerky? The 2 main ingredients. The winner of that gets.
Are you gonna mail them deer jerky?
I'm about out. We've got another deer season in December. I'm going to make some more. Holy cow! Marty Moore got it right out of the boot. Good job, Marty Moore. That's right. Marty Moore won a falala.
Okay, I have 1/4 inch tape down both sides. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to add 1/4 inch tape at the top and bottom of that window. Okay, now we're going to peel the tape off and put our birch trees right into that tape. And we're going to do basically what we did the last time, which is push that into the tape and then put a piece of paper over it so that we can not have that adhesive hanging up in the card. Put one on, put the other one on. I designed that branch so that you could actually hang things off of that branch. So, we might need to make a card that has the birch tree with the Valentine gnome shooting hearts into the tree. That would be pretty cool. Okay, there's my 2 trees, and we're going to take our little scrap piece of paper and run that right across the top to cover up that adhesive and trim it off. Get it stuck in there. When I die cut the birch trees, I cut them on a 110-pound cardstock. We do have 110-pound cardstock on our website. These trees, cutting them on the heavier cardstock for this type of card is a good idea because of the branches, and they're kind of wobbling all over.
Wobbling.
Okay, I'm going to push that down in. I have a little tail of tape here I'm going to pull off. We don't want any tape showing or we will end up sticking inside the card. So we're going to pull that off. There we go. Now we have our branches. So pretty. Now we're going to lay this on the inside of our card. And I am going to look at my piece here. And remember in the very beginning, I put those pencil marks top, bottom, top and bottom. So we are going to take and remove the tape liner and set this piece right on the two pencil marks, top and bottom. Right on the fold. Okay. And then we're going to close, and you know what? I'm off ever so slightly. So I'm going to take I'm going to take a little undo. If you're not familiar with undo allows you to lift that adhesive off without tearing up your card and scooch it over. So undo will evaporate in less than a minute, and when it does, I'll have permanent adhesion. So there's my one panel, and do you see how that gives me the panel? Now I'm going to come over here, and where I put the pencil marks, I'm going to do the exact same thing. And line that up on the pencil marks. Close my card. Okay. Woohoo! Close my card. So I have this long tab here. I'm going to put my 1/4" tape right along that edge. We have 1/4" and 1/2" super tacky tape, and these are 27 yards of adhesive, and really easy for you to put right on your project and tear with your finger. Push that down, and there you go. You just made the freestanding tunnel card.
It's not letting me communicate to the crafters.
Did you try to refresh?
I keep typing messages and it keeps blanking them out.
Where do you sign your name? I'm going to add the Merry Christmas banner at the bottom, but you could put it at the top. You can decide how you want to put it on there. I'm going to put it right down here. So, as to where do you sign it? I sign them on the back, like Lois said. Sometimes I will sign I like to keep white sticky notes in my craft room so that I can add a sticky note and they don't clash like, yellow sticky note clashes. I keep white. Sometimes I'll stick a white sticky note on it. But you could definitely flip it over and sign it on the back. The great thing about a card like this is that a person can just leave it up and really enjoy it and have a beautiful card to look at. And my grandson likes this card because he thinks the deer are moving. He's like, Grandma, they're moving. So, all right. Any questions? I'm going to bring up the camera. Are you?
I've got another prize.
Yes, I know you do.
But I can't.
Tom's frozen on his end. I'm going to bring up the camera. Hang on. I'm back.
I can see the messages. I just can't.
Is it your computer or? Okay, so I have a huge lag on this end. So the shimmer panel that we made in the back of the card, you can do many, many different things with that. You can change the color of the cardstock and you'll change the entire look of that shimmer panel. So lots of really fun things you can do with it. In the summer, we did some sunshine stuff with it, and we used yellow cardstock and yellow 4-point stars. The 4-point stars are on the website under the shake and rattle category. Tom does have another. Okay, hold on. Diane had a suggestion. What was it? I like to cut and over from the back. Oh, that is a good suggestion. Diane said to cut it into a shape.
There you go, Diane.
Of course she did. Okay.
Okay, another fa la 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 3D embossing
Fa
folder.
la la la
Okay.
la.
A famous Christmas movie. What was the first and last name of George Bailey's nemesis? first and last name of George Bailey's nemesis in a famous Christmas movie, and I'm not going to tell you the name of the movie because if you know the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. What was his name?
Kathy's using the back too. My phone keeps. Okay, did you guys hear Tom's question?
Oh, I got to have first and last name.
First and last name. Cindy Hugger. Was that Hugger? Was that what that said?
Mm-hmm. That's right, Christine Anderson. It is Henry Potter. Henry Potter. Sorry, Cindy.
Do you really like that movie?
You had it half right. Yes, I love that movie.
Do you guys like that movie? It's a Wonderful Life.
Christine Anderson,
I think that movie's depressing.
Henry Potter from It's a Wonderful Life, starring.
I'm with Judy. I think that whole movie is depressing.
No,
it doesn't get good till the end. Like the whole movie is.
You got, honey, I'm telling you, you got Jimmy Stewart in that movie.
I don't care.
Honey, I mean,
it's depressing.
And then sometimes he might have Harvey. Jimmy Stewart.
Janice said it's her favorite movie ever.
Janice.
Are you watching White Christmas? Because White Christmas is way better than It's a Wonderful Life.
No, but Jimmy Stewart is not in I'm telling you that Jimmy Stewart is not in White Christmas.
But the whole movie is sad. It's like The Grinch. I don't watch The Grinch either because the whole movie is sad.
But it has a good ending.
It is true, Marcy. It does say that there's always a purpose. And we should all remember that. Maybe that is a good movie to watch because we have difficult things that we're going through in 2020. God has a purpose and a call for each of us for such a time as this. So, listen, next week we are doing the last two cards in the All Is Calm series.
We are going to have
fun. And then we will take some time off and we will regroup with you on the 1st of January, whatever that first Tuesday is. And I will send out.
We don't have the January calendar 221 up yet, do we?
No, we don't.
Hold up, we sell calendars.
We sell calendars, but we don't have calendars. I will send out newsletters and let you all know what we're going to do and the projects we're going to work on in the month of January. This Saturday at 9:10 Eastern Standard Time.
9:10?
Yeah, because it's we're on Stamp and Scrapbook Expo's classic at-home event. I am doing
it's the classic one. Jimmy said you see, it's the classic one. Yes, yeah, that's it.
Are you done?
I'm sorry, that's my best.
We're doing Stamp and Scrapbook Expo's classic event. We're on at 12:10 Pacific, so Eastern time it's 9:10. We're doing the shutter pull.
Hold it. 12:10 Pacific would be 9:10 our time.
That's what I said.
In the morning.
Yes, that's what I said.
We're gonna be at 9:10 in the morning.
Yes.
You don't even get out of bed till 10.
I know. It's gonna be. I'm gonna be no whining.
On a Saturday, tell you what.
Okay, so we're doing a shutter pull project. So if you're a scrapbooker, you'll enjoy that. When will the new stuff come out? Cindy, that is a very good question.
We're gonna let it out incrementally, aren't we? I mean,
we don't even have
Valentine Elf Die's out now.
We don't have a strategy right now.
Is Valentine Gnome Die out?
I'll be honest with you all. We're kind of in uncharted territory because usually we don't release new product until the end of January because that's when we go to Texas.
To do our first show.
So that gives me the month to make all the samples and to shoot all the videos. And I'm not sure how we're going to do this. We're kind of in uncharted territory here because y'all will be ready to create some fun things in January. And I am too. Just have to figure it out. And I do not think we're going to be going to Texas in January. It is not looking like that show is going to actually take place. We will be in Georgia. Help me, Tom.
Georgia.
In March?
Atlanta. No, that's in February.
February?
Honey, no.
Okay.
Atlanta.
This
We're
video
gonna-
needs to be
We're
over.
gonna be in, honey, we're gonna be in Atlanta.
We're going to Atlanta in
in
February,
February.
and then we're going to
Clearwater.
Florida, to Clearwater to Stamp Fest.
Stamp Fest.
So those are two shows we know we're
And
going to
some other
do.
ones to be announced
We
as soon as
do,
find
normally
out.
we do other shows in that whole block of shows, but I really don't think those shows are going to happen. So, we are very, very thankful for y'all.
Thanks, Hope. We
And
hope to be in
thanks so
Texas soon,
much.
Too. We're not sure what's
I hope,
going on there.
we'd love to come to Texas, but we have to have
A show.
we have to have a show. So, we will see you all next Tuesday.
Be there,
God
be
bless
square.
and have a great week.
Hey, bless you all. Thanks.